Shamai, hello, welcome back friends to another walk and talk session. Today I'm going to talk about the simple life, the low stress life that many of us could benefit from but don't have. And I think not enough people think about their options and how they can achieve a much less stressful life, because they involve themselves in so many things and so many traditional ways of life that they don't realize that they don't have to be participating in the mainstream life. I'm not like most people, I think I'm a bit of an outcast. I don't live the conventional life that many people live. I'm child-free, pretty much by circumstance, but now at my age of 32 I'm starting to realise that it's something that I want to keep. It's going to be a choice for me. And that's simply because I realise that I'm not really cut out to be a parent, and the thought of raising a child, a family, and all the responsibility, all the stress we have to put ourselves through just to do that. And I'm just thinking, well, why? There's enough of us here. There's enough corruption and bad stuff going on in the world that I wouldn't want to inflict that on an innocent life, to be honest with you. A lot of us involve ourselves in high stress lifestyles, career focused. And not that there's anything wrong with being career focused and having all this consumerism and drama and stress in our lives, but it's not necessary. I live a very simple life, and this is what I want to talk about today. Is my life is very simple. So here's the thing, guys. I think we've all been duped into thinking that we have a set way of living our lives in a sort of cookie cutter mold type of life. You have the big career, you have a lot of responsibility, you have the family, the bills, the car, the house, the lot. So for me, I personally choose to work only 4 days a week. If I could have it my own way, I'd probably work 3 days a week. And this is simply because I don't believe in working 5 days a week for the rest of my life, or for the vast majority of my life. I think it's absolutely absurd. I think it's just ridiculous. In this day and age, we should be able to enjoy our lives more, rich or poor. I think, no matter what economic background you're from, you should be able to not be a slave to work. And I think we should all be less slaves to the mainstream life that we all get sucked into and trapped in. If I could have it my own way, I'd probably work 3 days a week and just do that purely to keep myself socializing and having a bit of variety in my life. I like to have a lot of variety. It keeps things interesting, it keeps my attention. So I choose to live on my own. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not the kind of person that wants to be living with somebody else. Ugh, get out of my space, no thanks. Being married especially not. I'm open to having a relationship, that's the thing, but I'm quite a complicated person, I suppose, and I don't let people in very easily, and that's what makes it even harder, because I've got a narrower dating pool to select people from, and of course I need to find somebody compatible that I'm also attracted to, that's available. So it's not easy, so I'm at the stage now where I'm okay with being on my own. I'm okay with it, I embrace it. I think it's almost a spiritual way of living, because it's minimalist. I have very, very few stressors in my life, apart from paying the bills and just doing normal adult things, but by and large I don't have much of it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. I suppose in a way I am the black sheep of my circle, the people I know. I live a kind of strange life, different to most people, but a very basic life. It's very simple. I just have my hobbies. I work a very simple job. I basically do industrial cleaning for a living, and I do it 4 days a week. But hey, it pays the bills, and so many people don't realize that you don't have to have this high-flying career that makes you work 60 hours a week, that stresses you out and raises your blood pressure. It's like, why are you doing it? All you need to do is earn enough to get by, pay the bills, and eat. That's it. I think most of us choose to have more consumption in our life, and that's why we have to work more to pay for it. But here's the thing. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. So if you were to just reduce your expenses as much as you can, get rid of all the unnecessary frills and luxuries, and learn to live with less things, and change your mindset, become more frugal and enjoy the simpler things in life, life becomes so much more rich. You know, we are so blinded by modern life that we can't see the woods for the trees. It's a personal opinion of mine that the government would rather see you ill and sick and trapped and relying on their supplements and their bullshit products to keep you there under the thumb. But if you can manage to de-entangle yourself from that world, that lifestyle, I think you're onto a winner. I really do. I think you should try to be the lone wolf by questioning everything and looking into what is actually right for you as an individual. And I think this is the difference between myself and a lot of other people. I suppose I'm being slightly big-headed in assuming that I am more on the awake side than asleep. I think it's because I've spent so much time pondering things to myself and being on my own in isolation that I've had all this time to really gather my thoughts and make sense of everything. I think more people need to wake up and look at their life and really question why they're doing things and realize that they can have a much more fulfilling, simpler life without all the bullshit. So my philosophy is work less and live more. It doesn't have to be expensive to live more. So if there's anyone else out there that's like me, I think you need to embrace being different. Embrace being an outcast. Go your own way, do things your way. Don't fit the mold and try to figure out the life that suits you the best, because at the moment I've pretty much hacked it. I've figured out that this lifestyle is the best for me. The low stress life, the low drama, the low bullshit life. Peace, quiet and tranquility. Perfect for my mental health. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I love getting out in nature and doing this. Give me a like if you enjoy the content and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, stay strong, stay focused. Done.